Back in 2005, the Glazer family continued to buy shares in Manchester United. They reached a critical amount of shares, which basically made the takeover unstoppable.
I feel something in my head.
At that point, a proportion of Manchester United supporters decided to set up a team of their own, starting a football club from nothing.
Break my feelings, baby. Check my self-help.
En Angleterre, il y a Londres qui génère une concentration de clubs extraordinaire. Et puis il y a deux villes phares, hormis la capitale. Il y a Liverpool et Manchester. C'est des villes qui ont vraiment été frappées par le thatcherisme très violemment, par la crise industrielle. D'un point de vue objectif, c'est pas une ville où il faut vivre. Sauf qu'il y a des échappatoires, sauf que voilà, une ville réagit, une ville courageuse, une ville rebelle. Peut-être qu'on a un job de merde, mais la part de plaisir, de création, de défoulement du week-end va être le truc qui te permet de tenir toute la semaine avec ton boulot de merde. C'est hyper rassurant de se dire qu'une ville se caractérise davantage par ce qu'elle génère en termes de culture, de fantasmes, d'imagerie, que par ce qu'elle représente sur le marché.
The history of Manchester is a city of rebellion. We had the Peterloo massacre in the 1800s when we rebelled against the price of corn. The suffragettes were women who wanted the vote for women. The trade unions were born in Manchester, so Manchester has a history of saying no, of just saying we're not going to take this.
I wrote a piece for Red Issue magazine in February 2005. It was an idea when the Glazers were trying to take over Manchester United to have the option of a new club in the event the takeover went through. It was never fully serious at that stage. It was just an idea, sort of a propaganda, to be able to say that follow through with the promises of a boycott if the Glazers took over. And after the piece appeared in Red Issue, one of the national newspapers, Sunday Mirror, followed it up.
C'est très compliqué en Angleterre de supporter deux clubs, même s'ils ont 7 divisions d'écart. C'est-à-dire que tu suis l'équipe de ton père, quoi. Ou l'équipe où tu as vu ton premier match. Ou l'équipe de ta ville. Il faut que ça vienne de quelque part. On ne choisit pas son club, en fait, c'est le club qui te choisit. C'est pour ça que le FC United, j'aime beaucoup l'idée, je trouve ça super, mais c'est plus tout mon club.
FC United, mate. People's Club.
Wouldn't wipe my arse on that, pal.
Oh, yeah.
Rough off you went.
Sit down, Spleen. You got an heart attack, for God's sake.
Give us that pint.
Listen, pal, you run off and left us.
They left me.
Who left you? United, the most famous team in history. We've got over 300 million fans. Have we left you?
Yes.
I told you this before, right? The bloke once said, leave your wife, you can change your wife, change your politics, change your religion, but never can you change your favourite football team.
Glazer, c'est un espèce de nabo américain, propriétaire d'un club de football américain, les Tampa Bay, qui il porte un collier de barbe, ce qui n'est jamais un très bon signe. Et voilà, c'est un espèce de mec qui a acheté United par calcul financier, c'est-à-dire qu'il a contracté un emprunt. Cet emprunt qui était en son nom pour acheter le club est devenu la dette du club. On est un des clubs les plus endettés au monde, en étant l'un des clubs qui gagne le plus d'argent chaque année. Parce que simplement, il faut rembourser cette dette qui a permis à ce connard de racheter Manchester United et de nous foutre dans la merde tout en se mettant à l'abri lui.
So the club still now 9 years later, is still in significant amount of debt simply as a result of the Glazers takeover. And that's why many of the FC United supporters decided that they were not prepared to put money into that in order to finance the Glazers taking over Manchester United, who at that time were debt-free, had millions and millions of pounds in the bank. So that was the main reason for most people.
It's something £404,000 a week interest payments, £16 million a year going not on players, not reducing ticket prices, not on the ground, going in debt repayments that was once a debt-free club. That is the price of what I would call a gang of crooks from America taking over our club.
En 2005, Ferguson s'est pas trop manifesté. Je crois qu'il tenait à sa place, qu'il maîtrisait pas les tenants et les aboutissants du truc. C'est un mec qui s'est toujours dit de gauche, socialiste, anticapitaliste, anti-pouvoir, anti-oligarchie financière, et qui finalement, en ne disant rien, donne un aval au Glazer, quoi, conforte ce rachat.
There were some people who continued to attend at Old Trafford, continued to pay money into the Glazers' business model, and they decided, or some of them decided, that if they wore green and gold scarves, that would be a signal to the world that they were against the Glazers. And to my mind, the Glazers don't care what colour scarf you're wearing, they care about the colour of your money. They only are interested in the money that you pay. So if you really object to the Glazers' business model, then don't go in the stadium, don't buy tickets. Don't spend £5 on a scarf and then pay £35, £50 to buy a ticket, because the Glazers will just be laughing. And that's exactly what they are doing, they're laughing. So for me, green and gold is a meaningless symbol that maybe makes some people feel that they're doing something when in reality they could be doing so much more. As far as I'm concerned, the proper resistance to Glazers at Manchester United is right here at FC United.
You know what? There's no fat bastard chairman can sell us out for 30 pieces of silver. Half club, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that's what he said about United. 1878, wasn't it? Eh?
Yes.
Newton Heath they were called lowly railwaymen, eh? What about that? You're pissing on your own history, you know that?
No, it's still there. Still there. It's all in the art. Still there.
We'll never die, pals.
He never fucking goes, Judge, anyway. What are you talking about?
You might have told there's no secret of the facts. I can't afford it. I can't afford to set the kids.
Exactly, that's the point, innit, you daft get.
Car parks don't lie. You have a look. Have a look now. What kind of car park's in there on a match day? Not the kind of cars we can afford. How many postmen you know go to the game?
We're going on bikes with fucking baskets on the front.
Whoa, hey, Glazer, from the sky. Still 6 cities gonna die. 2 nights for soul is one. I don't remain.
Carry on!
Still 6 cities gonna die. 2 nights for soul is one. I suppose remains. Carry on.
The vast majority of FC United supporters still carry Manchester United in their hearts. Many of us have chosen no longer to attend at Old Trafford and not to put money into that business anymore, but we'll still watch games on television. And there are some people who come to both. There are some people who will watch Manchester United one week and FC United the next.
I still watch Manchester United, but I believe in FC United a lot more. Everybody's still Manchester United at heart, but they will never pay to go and see Manchester United.
We all pay a couple of quid each year to be a member. We get a vote on the kit, the ticket prices, what sort of food they have. You know, it's ours, it's mine, it's yours, it's everyone's, and that's the difference. You don't get at Old Trafford.
Oh, what a shot! What a goal! Tom Greaves! It fell to him. He had a look and whacked one in with a volley. And the keeper didn't know it was coming at him. Well, and it was so unexpected, but what a finish. It fell sweetly to him, didn't it? And just connected absolutely superbly with it and knocked it right past Danny Reid into the net. 3-0. And we were just saying a minute ago how good it'd be for Tom Greaves to get a goal. for his confidence.
C'était quand même pas facile pour les mecs de quitter Manchester United. Ceux qui étaient restés traitaient les autres de traîtres, ceux qui étaient partis traitaient ceux qui étaient restés de vendus. Je pense qu'il se joue une espèce de démonstration de loyauté, de fidélité.
Walking adverts, look at you, just sponsors' names on your chest. We don't have a sponsor on our chest.
Hey.
We're like Barcelona.
Who would sponsor you?
You sat there on a Tuesday night, you know the fuckers who put 50, 60 million quid in Edward's pocket, filling Murdoch's fucking pockets.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Fucking don't know what you're doing. You make me sick.
And you're
I'm going.
Fuck off.
The game's just started, fucking knob. We're going fucking matches out.
People were fed up with top-flight football. They were fed up with the Premier League. They were fed up with having a change in kick-off times just to suit television companies. Also, the overpriced ticket prices, and people wanted to make a stand really and stand up and say, you know, it's wrong. And the way that we thought we could do that was to form our own club.
The takeover was gone through. It was happening. There was no way back. But there was two meetings the supporters arranged. One was at a big hall in Manchester City Centre. So we asked for 1,000 pledges of support, and we only got about 850. I think there was about 1,500 people at this meeting, and there was a guy from AFC Wimbledon. He came up to the meeting that we had to tell people about Wimbledon and how they achieved what they did.
En fait, Wimbledon évoluait à Londres. À un moment donné, un proprio a racheté ce club-là et a décidé qu'il fallait implanter le club de Wimbledon à Milton Keynes, qui était la plus grande ville sans club professionnel, qui est à 200 bornes, je crois, de Londres. Et à ce moment-là, des supporters, très légitimement, se sont dit, d'une, c'est pas normal, de deux, il faut faire quelque chose. Et donc, on fondait un club AFC qui était censé perpétuer le Wimbledon londonien. C'était un club fondé par des supporters, géré par des supporters, et qui est devenu un club dissident, et qui est aujourd'hui en 4e division, et dont la création a eu lieu intervenue quelques années avant celle du FC United, et qui est une sorte de grand frère, quoi.
The philosophies of the two clubs are not completely the same. There are many things that we share in terms of supporter ownership and in terms of one member, one vote. FC United have also taken a little bit of an anti-commercial approach to things. So you see, we don't have sponsors on the front of the shirts. I think Wimbledon maybe have a slightly more pragmatic view to the commercial side of football, and that's helped them to progress into the Football League as they have. We're still languishing in step 3 of the non-league game, but hopefully next season we move into our own ground. That will make all the difference.
This is where the FC United have played since the very start. It has proved quite expensive over the years to play here. Now you say, is it a good idea for FC to build their own stadium? It's been financed by the supporters, the club setting up a share scheme so that the fans can invest whatever amount they want. Most other teams at the levels and below, they all have their own grounds, their own stadiums. But it's only going to be a good idea if people are going to come and watch the games there. You see the crowds that FC get. There's 4,000 there on Tuesday night. So FC United can pull the attendances that make it work.
I can't wait for that first home game when there's 5,000 or 6,000 people jumping up and down, singing, waiting for the teams to come on. In that area of Manchester, there's a lot of potential to get big crowds. It's going to be brilliant.
Any other club at this division or lower will not even see that many fans, even 500 fans, if you get what I'm saying. You know, to get 4,000 home fans here on a Tuesday night was brilliant. And outside, you see all the kids playing outside. There is a massive togetherness at this club, and I think that's a great thing that's going to push us to get up to the next league.
Ici, chaque match, il y a 1000-1500 personnes. Mardi dernier, il y avait 4000 personnes parce que c'était un gros match. Sincèrement, je comprends pas trop quand ils chantent. Mais franchement, c'est c'est vraiment impressionnant, on va dire. Pour cette division-là, ce niveau-là, ils chantent tout le temps, c'est tout le match en fait, 90 minutes, ils n'arrêtent pas de chanter. Par exemple, si on joue à l'extérieur, il y a quand même, on va dire 700 personnes qui viennent quand même nous supporter. Plus de personnes que l'équipe qui joue à domicile. Et la dernière fois, j'ai vu aussi 3 Français qui ne voulaient pas acheter des billets pour Manchester United. C'était trop cher, donc ils sont venus ici. Je préfère ici, parce que là-bas, c'est plus un spectacle, on va dire. Les gens, ils applaudissent, mais ça chante pas trop, c'est pas le vrai match anglais.
I've never been to Old Trafford because I'm a Man City fan, so it doesn't go down well at this club. But Old Trafford, I'll never go to Old Trafford unless I play there. So, you know, I don't like the place. This club is brilliant. The fans are fantastic, and Nelson's right. The atmosphere is miles better here.
Wayne Riley against Ben Deegan. Deegan saves it! Get in there! Get in there, Deegs! I tell you, he does look like a keeper, doesn't he? He's a little bit iffy, he's a little bit mad. What a fantastic save! What a fantastic save! Come on, Reds!
It's owned by the fans and run by the fans, and it's not run by fat cat chairman. The car park's not full of Rolls Royces. People get the bus here. People love it.
I think the great thing about our football club is the way that it's run. So it's one member, one vote. So, say for instance, on Thursday we had a general meeting where it was decided what our new ground was going to be called.
The club has paid the price for not having sponsorship on the shirt, and that's a decision we took. We took the decision not to pay players a lot of money because the club came first.
Because we're all semi-professional, if you know what that is. We train at night, so every single person on this team has a job as well. Like, I'm a plasterer in the day, so I'm plastering ceilings and stuff. Then at night, we train at 7 till 9. So, you know, if the club went to full-time, then the lads would probably be getting stronger body-wise, and on the pitch, you know, more fitness would be a lot higher. I think FC will become professional. Maybe when I'm old man, you will see this club go full-time. It's just a matter of time.
The more important thing for me is this club keeps going. It's shown as a model to all other clubs what can happen if fans can take over. And I think eventually we will get there, but it will be in a few years. It won't be immediately.
Fans make that belief and create that belief, create their own money. Everybody who believes in FC, they put their own money in to make it that club.
You know, when you look in the programme, you can see the attendances from week. You can see now that United are dropping down the league. Our attendances are going up. There's people that are spotting that, and which is good for this club because obviously it benefits us all, doesn't it?
I think a lot more people will start coming here the way things are going at Old Trafford. Who knows? They seem to be having a bit of a struggle at the minute, and we're doing okay. So who knows?
It's not about people chasing success, or because you don't come down 9 divisions from the Premier League to chase success, do you, really? It's, or if you did, it must be pretty strange. But it's an option if people do want it. It's an option for people to bring their kids. If they can't afford to take them to Old Trafford, they can't get tickets together where they might have an affordable section. You see a lot of young kids who've been to FC United over the years, in the last 9 seasons since it started.
Je pense qu'ils prennent beaucoup plus de plaisir au stade qu'à Old Trafford. Je pense que c'est quand même beaucoup plus proche de l'aspiration que je peux avoir, mais que plein de mecs qui vont à Old Trafford pourraient avoir des stades, quoi, du stade, de la proximité avec les joueurs, les chants, debout. Si tu es avec ton groupe de potes dans un stade en 8e division et que c'est le match de la montée, que c'est super, que tu gagnes et tout, c'est un kiff intégral. Mieux vaut ça qu'être tout seul sur ton siège assis à une finale de Ligue des Champions, même si tu la gagnes, quoi. Donc ces mecs-là savent ça et se disent comment je peux être le meilleur supporter possible, quoi. Et c'est pas juste en applaudissant des gars qui gagnent Ligue des Champions, c'est juste en étant là tout le temps et en chantant tout le temps et en remettant jamais en cause mon amour du club.
Finds himself in space. Ovington takes it to the byline. Ovington, Norton, yes!
puts it in! Off Norton! Get in there, Reds! Get in there! Ovington takes it! Ovington takes it to the byline! Shoves one back into the danger area, and Carlos Rocker finishes it off! Get in there, Reds!
Oh, what a well-worked goal, what a well-worked goal. And we were talking about Chris Ovington getting into this quickly, and he took it past his man to the byline, played it Norton as he should do. Norton put it across, and there puts Carlos Rocker free in the box to put it away for a goal to FC United. Well, can they hold on to this, FC United?
The community side of our club is probably the most important aspect of it, by giving disadvantaged people the opportunity to try and better themselves and using football as a tool to do that.
It's just a really friendly place to come watch football. I think I've rediscovered the joy of watching football. It's not about big business, it's about what fans can do running a football club, a successful football club, and the spirit, the community, the camaraderie, it's fantastic.
It's just the whole atmosphere. It's a club, it's a family-run club. You're part of what you believe in, whereas at Manchester United you don't get anything like that.
Everybody's in it together, we really are in it together, and it's just got a good community spirit. They do a lot for the community. In Moston they are now. It's Youth Day here today. Everybody's buzzing. I just like the whole atmosphere and the community of the club and the camaraderie of it. It's proper. It's football back to its grassroots. It is lovely.
My youngest daughter, she's handicapped, and she has learning difficulties, but she serves food at FC United. And when I asked could she help out FC United, the club have been nothing but supportive. To know that she's welcome, to know that she's part of the team, to know she's part of the family, it's more than anything. And that's what this club's done to a young girl who's struggling to get unemployment. But this club's given her something, and she's known, and everybody loves her. So the family, we are really grateful for what FC United's done to help my daughter who's got learning difficulties.
I miss the games, mate. Only place where you can go where you can let rip without getting arrested. Shout, scream, laugh.
Even cry?
Yeah.
Into English kiss.
But I mean, where else can you sing at the top of your voice with all your mates? That's what I really miss. It's got to be a good 10 years now since I last went to a game.
I know scores and scores of people who gave up the tickets in those years because they couldn't afford it anymore. And there's great turnover of the support in those years. Old Trafford's still full most weeks, by and large, but it's a different crowd to what it was.
Manchester United, possédé par les Glazer, s'inscrit dans l'époque. Le foot est devenu d'abord une économie. Les supporters sont des consommateurs, les entraîneurs des cadres supérieurs. Les présidents des espèces de PDG, effectivement. On va vers une américanisation du championnat, c'est-à-dire que c'était un sport de classe ouvrière, c'est devenu un sport de classe moyenne. Là, c'est des gens passifs qui chantent uniquement quand on marque dans les 5 minutes après le but. Ouais, c'est devenu un stade de consommateurs qui va malheureusement à Old Trafford pour beaucoup comme on va au spectacle, en spectateur plutôt qu'en acteur. Les places sont très chères, c'est très compliqué de les avoir. Il y a beaucoup moins de jeunes qu'auparavant. Ils ne sont pas là pour pousser. Ils sont là pour voir le show Manchester United. C'est très triste. Enfin, moi, ça me fait très chier. United restera mon club, où qu'il joue, où qu'il soit, mais ce sera moins marrant que maintenant, ou encore moins marrant qu'il y a 10 ans et encore moins marrant qu'il y a 20 ans.
Fans should be involved, because if you look at who's involved in owning football clubs in England, I mean, the owner of Leeds is a convicted fraudster. The major shareholder at Birmingham City is in jail in Hong Kong. The people that own Manchester United are crooks, as far as I'm concerned. Roman Abramovich, and this was stated in open court in London. Roman Abramovich basically robbed the people when the Russian industries were privatised, and these people are allowed to take over football. They've never been associated with football, yet they come in and we allow them to take over institutions that are well over 100 years old and mean so much to people, part of people's everyday life.
And too many times, big teams just expect the fans and exploit the fans to a certain extent, rather than embracing what fans mean to the game. Because without the fans, there is no football.
I feel something in my head. Something strange in my brain. Wake my feelings, baby. Check my self-help. And you know what? I'll never feel like this.
Yeah, let's get into it. Yeah. Go!